Coming up, we've got a good Megan, everybody, alongside Charles.
Big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Do this.
Football and off we go on EA Sports.
I can kick it.
A few yards into the end zone.
Damn, you should have returned that.
The rules are 6.
Got stuck in the 15. Like a bitch.
Oh, that weak ass blitz.
Weak ass blitz.
On 1st and 10 here now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route.
Oh, yeah,
the drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
What's the chance the view?
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Wait, that wasn't a 1st down?
No way.
They run again with Jennings. Stiff-armed it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 30. It's lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw it with Madden. And incomplete. Oh. Nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Wow. That was a huge play, dude.
You think that was?
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Man, I almost let you get loose on me. All those guys be diving on the ground, man.
You see a little hurdle I did?
I can't believe that. I can't believe that just worked.
Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
I mean, that's on tape.
It really is, but what really makes it work, it's just how flappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just
field goal range with that one.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense. They were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility.
Wow.
To throw, it's Manning.
I got
his man on the cross.
Chop block coming in the fucking down the center at you, and Odell Beckham Jr.
And he's already got.
You keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. The 13 yards that time in the 1st.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now.
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
Can't help it. I know what to do.
Manning now on 1st down. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he'll go down
the outside in
23-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal will let him get downfield.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On play action. Now Madden.
Oh, what is
I didn't intercept that? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a tried and true.
Go ahead and kick your field goal.
Go
ahead and kick your field goal, but that's bullshit.
Someone's trying to throw the ball.
I should have fucking
you put
intercepted
pressure on them and make it tough.
bullshit.
That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Brown able to put it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy. But you wanted to be extended. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go ahead and give me that. We'll see what sort of fucking shit they got going on this one.
How do you switch the plays around?
You move up and down or left and right.
I think you knew exactly.
They come up in an
How
offset.
did you do that?
Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
Listen, there's no mistaking that the Pittsburgh Steelers are missing Le'Veon Bell and the talents that he brings to the field. He can do a little bit of everything. But for the second season in a row, D'Angelo Williams is bridging the gap really, really well.
237 yards now in those 2 games. And Bell will obviously get his carries when he gets back. But Pittsburgh has to love that they have both of these guys in a couple weeks.
I think that just increases their offense in such a big way. And it really takes me back to the days when D'Angelo Williams was part of a really good running back tandem in Carolina.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's
He got in there.
He doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Put square, and then you can see your audible stuff.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger.
What is he doing, dude? He should have been cutting that way earlier.
And that's going to make it
Should have been a pick. He should have stopped.
That
That was a really bad fucking run. Wow. He went like this, and he should have curled. Stop.
Boswell, he was 29 of 32 in the field goal department last year as a rookie. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
I missed it. This game is the worst at kicking, dude. Unreal.
Big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone. It had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching the whole way saying, oh no,
you were way
don't
closer.
hit it. Rats.
Here comes this Giants offense getting ready to take over the football. And, you know, they haven't been great. They weren't great in week 2 against the Saints, but we mentioned earlier, they're 2-0. Their defense
I almost took that, too.
Oh, they're going to change it all my...
Is going to lead the way. What do you have, 8 catches in the game on Sunday? How about Sterling Shepard, who was drafted because they were worried about Victor Cruz and his ability to come back from the injuries? Well, they got Victor Cruz back as well. So you're right. With those playmakers, I think it's just a matter of time before the Giants explode on offense.
And neat to see Cruz first home game since 2014. But back out there looking good. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
This is caught.
You got that?
15.
Are you motherfucking kidding me? I even switched to that guy and went up with him.
I had a couple times I guess.
I mean, that's all I could do. When I switched to him.
We know who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that's
Actually, you were kind of right there.
I switched to him and I
You were a
went
little
up.
late. You were a little late on the
sometimes
triangle.
you get people to back off so far that you can
You're
lift
like,
your
I
feet
have
underneath.
There's nothing more I can do.
At some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Giants will be set up with a first and goal.
Oh my God, what?
They did not give you that. You can challenge it. You can challenge it.
That's a total.
Combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line.
You can
Showing
challenge
the
it.
ins and outs of being a
We
veteran.
gotta do it.
Still has his place in this league.
No,
His
in 2
odometer is
minutes.
not totally turned over yet.
I don't understand why how
They'll try to run now with Jennings.
Now you back 2 yards. That's why you should challenge that.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now you got
And
nothing
that loss of
going,
yards there is not
buddy.
just on him.
Now I'm going to
It's on
bring
the
the
guys
heat
blocking
and the
for
fire.
him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. End up letting him through. They end up tackling for a long
We're about
Looks like a
nothing.
defense
No,
getting
no,
press
we're not
coverage here.
nothing.
Here's Manning to throw, and he's got his man. Beckham, touchdown,
Oh.
Giants.
Now I'm down 10.
Oh, hit him
I
with
didn't
the.
put my field goal in.
Touchdown,
Oh.
I down 10,
and
but
the
I didn't put my
Giants
field goal
add
in.
on to their
The
lead.
game should try to
And all about
get
timing
out of
there
control
on that
right now.
short stretch.
Exactly right.
It's
That's
very
Yeah.
easy for this game to get out of control right
throw,
now.
touchdown.
Well, we just gotta switch teams, man. What if you feel like it's out of control? Then
Josh
you want to
Brown
vote, but
now
I don't
for
care.
point
It'll just be different teams. So I want to
This
play
isn't
with
it.
different teams.
This isn't it yet. No, I'm not done.
You can always.
You're real up. I'm just saying, it could get out of control.
Oh,
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Pull through, like what happened there.
wee!
Brown now to kick it away
It's like
after
their
the
legs are
touchdown.
green for some reason. Their legs are like...
That'll be taken in the end
I
zone.
wouldn't have.
And he'll make it across the
broke it.
20 as his guys will set up
Gotta get
shop
one more guy
at the
to miss.
23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coach...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
good.
And he will not get all
I
the way.
threw the dirty interception right there. I can't believe that guy jumped that route.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback.
I can't believe I didn't put that in. I definitely thought, even though I was being cocky, I definitely thought he was going to get in there. This is I'm upset with
Here
myself.
comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Manning to throw on second down. Backing up, eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Manning now, third and goal.
Fuck
He's got
you.
his tight end to now.
I was worried about being the offsides and the motherfucker snaps the ball.
Larry Donnell from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
It's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
I wouldn't bring it out.
That's fielded in
If I were
the
you,
end
I would have
zone.
stayed in there.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20.
I think it's a very difficult thing to do, though.
And Pittsburgh
Because you're
getting
like, I
set
would've
to
been
take
taking
the
for a
field.
touchdown.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an
It's like, when
interception.
you
We'll
get
see
it
if
at
they can do
25,
it.
you don't bring it out. You know what I mean? That's an extra
Throw
5
the ball
yards.
again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some
See
confidence.
what happens.
Oh, I love it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make
Big
this a
time
second
tackle
down.
right there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running
I was
backs
trying to
in
get
open
out there,
space
but
because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger going down the
Oh, you
middle,
gotta
and it's
see
complete.
that and go,
They're
bud.
calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fire it over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just
that
fire
little
over the
circle
top,
that pops
which
up?
saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit
Like
quicker
lit off.
than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a
Like,
drag route on as your primary call, you
I have
really
no
controls
idea
the
what
passer
you're
about
doing.
how far you let your guy go, 'cause
Hey,
he might wander
dude,
into some tough
you
coverage.
me? How can I know this?
Second down to the offense, needing 5
I know
yards.
a lot about this game when I'm plugging in like play. And then it's like NHL.
This is the rookie there.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger.
That ball's got to be delivered early.
Oh,
God. That should have
Already
been
with one interception, just missing
he
a second
didn't
there.
throw it early. He didn't throw it before
He
the
just
fuck.
threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. Gotta love it.
Got a man over the middle,
Should
and
have
it's
blitzed and
complete.
come got me.
It's a
You were
gain
coming.
of 20 and picking up the
You were coming.
first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that.
Come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Paying attention. His strongest asset is his temperament. Why did you react that way?
Because his temperament is horrible. I mean, all that he likes to do.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Did you put this on a 15-minute? I no wonder.
Yeah, man, I was trying to play it real good.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And
he almost had one more to go.
Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That is caught.
Touchdown!
That is brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the... And he's here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcus Wheaton taking it in. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Why are they talking about a comeback?
Because I just started fucking putting it up on you, bitch.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Go ahead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
What? What?
Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Without a doubt. Go ahead and flew them on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Right when you do, you just put the ball on and then let him run.
I saw him step up and throw a dart.
Threw one and then all of a sudden he got crushed out of the fucking screen. So keep doing it, buddy.
1st and 10. Here's Madden. He's going to go deep down the field. Got him now. It's caught inside the 10.
Oh, what are you doing?
Switch to the wrong guy. I couldn't do shit.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks,
I actually was not. I was trying to do the highlights. Once again, I feel like I was getting that cocky, but like you see what it has happened.
That'll drive a team towards a victory.
This is Jennings. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Want to switch teams?
What?
Can you start a different one?
No, what do you mean?
This is over.
No, it's not. The second quarter,
You
said
lost.
you put it on for fucking that long, so no. Clearly, I just fucking
Brown now to kick it away after the
You
touchdown.
lost this
We'll
game.
find out.
Stay in end zone.
This is
Put
fielded
it
a
off
couple
so you
yards
can
deep.
handle it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1 extra yard. You took that last.
And Pittsburgh getting set to
Here
take
comes
the
the
field.
passing game.
And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And their game against the Bengals, so much talk going in about the battle between the talented Antonio Brown and A.J. Green. That never really materialized, did it, partner?
No, A.J. Green had 2
Oh, you gotta be
touchdowns
fucking
Antonio
kidding me.
Brown had 4.
All that
So it
room.
wasn't quite the
Lift your
follow-over
fucking feet
Antonio
up,
Brown
Rod.
to week 1 when he absolutely torched Washington. But Pittsburgh won the
Lift
game.
your feet
That's
up
all
when
that
you
matters.
run.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
There's when I run audible on you. Like right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here, the Browns.
What's a hard hit?
Gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
That all asking the wrong good.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Different teams. I always play with the Bears, but
now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a few little style points on the
that case,
but not much room to maneuver after that.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. Break tackles and gain extra yardage.
I'll put the ball right back at it.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
To throw here.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that guy coming up. I saw the other guy got beat.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Ben to throw again. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back on the field.
Hold on, wait a
3rd
minute.
and goal.
Let me get my guy.
I don't gotta do shit.
Wow,
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
I told you what I was doing.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
Oh, that was way late. That was way late, bro.
Rodgers Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tonight the tie breaks.
Except to say that he won.